Hey Queens, I'm Bailey. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm doing another video of my 4 palettes 1 month series where I simply choose 4 palettes to focus on in a month. Whether it's I want to get use out of it, maybe I want to use specific shades, maybe I just need something to inspire me, whatever it may be, that is what we're doing. One little housekeeping thing. So sorry that I've missed the last 2 weeks of videos. I don't know that anyone actually cares, but I've just been really stressed out from work and just could not get myself to film. I have been wearing makeup every day, but filming was just something I could not get myself to do. I had like a month worth of laundry to do, and I was like, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to do anything. But today I was like, no, I'm filming. I need to get back into it, and I'm excited to rotate out some of my makeup. So that's what we're gonna do. If you're new here, please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. Everyone hit that like button because it would help your girl out. Let's get started. So for the month of, August, I was focusing on the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Original Palette, the Wet n Wild Cotton Candy Clouds Palette that was in collaboration with Little Twin Stars, the Dito Venus Palette, and the Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. I'll go ahead and start with the Milani palette. I did only use it twice. I don't know, I just wasn't... I don't know, I wasn't really vibing with it. Honestly, the bronzer and the highlighter just aren't my favorite, and I don't really feel like they go with the rest of the palette. Like, I would have liked a cooler toned bronzer and then maybe more of a champagne-y highlight than a golden one, but you know, it is what it is. I got 2 uses out of it, and I used every product in there each time. So, I mean, there's that. Next is the Dito Venus palette, and I really just wanted to try the different textures, formulas in this palette, and I believe I tried most of them. Before I put this palette in, I had already tried these 3 shades and knew that I liked them a lot. I did use Jupiter, Moon, 10, and Earth. I don't think I used these 2, which were the ones that I wanted to use the most, but it just didn't end up happening. Earth is stunning, okay? When you look in the pan, you're just like, okay, it's just another like bronze shade. Oh my God, I can kind of see the shift. Anyways, it's a bronzy, coppery sort of shade, but it has pink sparkles in there, and when you hit the light, it's just, oh, it's so good. It's such a beautiful shade. And I loved 10 as well. I thought that was very beautiful. I really just love this palette. I love the different things you can do with it. I love playing with the different formulas. I just think this is a really cool palette. And even though the layout is not the best, I do think it's really cool. I did also forget to mention, I hit pan in these 2 shades in Mercury, which isn't hard. It's like a beige shade. So I literally just, you know, blended out the edges of my makeup with it, hit pan, no problem. For Europa, I used as like an eyeliner a lot, and it's more of a cream to powder sort of formula, so it wasn't really hard to hit pan on that one either. But that is that palette. Then we've got the Wet n Wild Cotton Candy Clouds palette, and when I talked about this, I was like, I just love the neutrals in this. I don't know why, I just do. And I did end up hitting pan in this shade here. I used these 2 shades a lot. They have a pinky undertone, and they're just very, very pretty together. I had a nice time with this palette. It also, it smells so good. I will never get over that smell. Then my crusty, dusty, rusty Jaclyn Hill palette. I use this one the most. This is my all-time favorite palette, no matter like what my feelings are towards Morphe or Jaclyn Hill. Like, this is the best palette I've ever owned. I love it so much. I don't think I hit pan in anything. but I did use a few shades a couple times, like for the first time. Yes, as loved as this palette is, I have not used every shade in it. I really do neglect these shades up here, but I ended up really loving them. They are very beautiful. I got a lot more use out of this shade. It was like halfway there, and now I think there's a significant amount gone, which is really good. Yeah, I just really love playing with this palette. I love this palette, and I'm gonna be really sad when one day I'm like, okay, it's time to go. I might cry that day. I might actually cry. But now we need to go into the palettes that I want to wear for the month of September. So at this point of the year is when I am like on fall overdrive. Pumpkin spice lattes here. Pumpkin flavored everything is here. I want hay. I want orange. I want deep blood red. I'm talking scary movies. Halloween movies that aren't scary. I'm here for it all. This is my favorite season. This is when I pull out my sweatpants. This is when I pull out the candles. This is when I'm in my most comfiest. I'm feeling my best mentally and emotionally. This is when I'm like, yes, I am here. And I'm hoping it stays true this year, because this year has been a little rough emotionally and mentally for me, but I get the most serotonin this time of year. So let's jump into it. First off, the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. This is what I'm wearing today. The shimmer is not included in this palette, but I did use hashtag and teddy bear, and I love this palette. This is probably my second favorite palette. I love this so much. I got this in a BoxyCharm way back when, and people can say what they want. People can say what they want, but this is seriously one of my favorite palettes of all time. The packaging may look not the greatest, you know, everyone talks crap about their font, but I love this palette so much. I think it's great. I don't think this brown and the orange blend the best together. They don't look the greatest, but I don't care. I still put them together. I love this palette so much. I just do. And I have been using the 4 new palettes this past week because I just wanted some change. I got bored. And so I've been using Thanks a Latte a lot, and I've expanded the pan quite a bit. I'm focusing in this little corner area here, and hopefully I can get through that corner this month. We will see. We will see. Then I chose, which I can't believe I haven't picked a Colourpop palette yet because I have a lot of them, but I chose the Colourpop It's a Mood palette. I think this came out last fall, I want to say. This palette is so pretty. I will admit I have hardly touched it, but this palette's so good. I recently just did a look with Ardeel, Midnight Run, Dream On, and Love Song. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I love it. This palette is so pretty. Oh, I just love the shades in here, and I'm so excited to be playing in it. Then I chose the Zoeva Premier palette. This is one I got in a BoxyCharm as well. And I recently just did a look with this palette too. I used these bottom 4 shades, and let me tell you, I was feeling it. I forgot how much I love this palette. As boring as all of Zoeva's palette color stories are, I love the formula. It's very beautiful. This Say Goodbye Duochrome. Please, 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 please. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. It is such a pretty shade. I love this palette. It's so nice. Lastly, I thought I would throw this one in. The Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I don't know why. There's nothing fall about this palette. I hate that this one, I can't like bend all the way back like the other one. It's not as loved. But I could throw in a couple of colors into my looks here and there. There's a lot of pretty mid-tone neutrals in here. So I don't know, I'm gonna give it a little test run. I think I used these two shades together recently and it was really nice. But yeah, I just hardly have touched this palette, mainly because when I'm like wanting something from Morphe Jaclyn Hill, it's always this. It's always this. I don't know. I don't think this palette is not as good. The formula is not the same. They used a different formula. But I mean, it's an okay palette. But I do want to get some more use out of it, so that's what I'm doing. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this series. I'm enjoying it. It has been one thing that has been the easiest for me to do, trying to rotate through my makeup. And I mean, y'all know how it was with my project pan this year. It like blew up. Like I was doing good and then I was like, I'm over it. I can't do this anymore. So this has been working for me. However, I think I might try Panda's eyeshadows next year. I think I might try that. I think I might. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, don't forget, if you're new, subscribe, notification bell, everyone hit that like button because it would help your girl out. You guys have a good one now. Bye-bye.